Alright, I feel like a pile of hot garbage. It's kind of allergy season for me. Everybody thinks just because you get flowers in spring that there aren't plants that flower in the fall. And there are, so it's like round two. Oh, I got a papaya now, right here. Ignore the dying leaf, I broke it, but outside of some basic transplant shock, I think it'll be okay. But anyway, today I'm going to be reviewing Faddas White. Now, I've grown this before. Last time, I'm 99% sure I've reviewed it too. Either I didn't like the video and I deleted it, or I never uploaded it, but I know for a fact I reviewed it because I grew it out. And I remember it was alright. It was a different pheno from this though. This one's from Pepper Ranger. This is a thicker, more short pheno. Mine was longer, like a ghost, thinner, that same crinkle shape, but just longer. It didn't perform too well, that plant that I had, but I was able to get a pod and review it. But I can't find the review on my channel, so here I am to review it again. Thankfully, he sent me this pod, so I'll be able to do so. Now, the Faddas White's created by Faddas, obviously. It's a white ghost with a peach Jamie Yaki, I think that's what it was. Peach Jamie, I think it's like a ghost. White ghost, peach Jamie, whatever that is. I think it's a ghost variant anyway. If you really want to know that about, Google Faddas pepper. It's been out long enough. The cross information is out there. I believe this is a F5, I think. F5, F4, something like that. Not completely stable, but it's getting there. But again, this is the pheno I have not tried, so I wonder if it tastes different. We'll see. I am actually going to cut this one open and try and save some seeds because it's a beautiful pod, and if it ends up tasting as good as it looks, then I'll keep it. Okay, we have next to no placenta here. This is all we got, like no placenta. So due to that, I don't think it would be breaking the law if I saved a few seeds. It smells incredibly floral, so there's that. I got enough seeds for like a plant or two. Still got a bunch in here. Just so you can see, for those who care too much. But whatever. Alright, Faddas White. Probably won't be growing that. Bitter. It's a powder pepper for sure. So seedy. Pretty hot. Tolerance is kind of low. I wasn't even going to film this, but those peppers aren't going to last forever. So, heat's slowly building, typical ghost. My nose was running before I came out here, so there's that. Maybe this will clear out my sinuses. But, super floral to start off. Actually, let me be fair here. Started out floral. As I was chewing it, it came down. Very muted flavor, very white pepper flavor. Trying to compare it to something. It's citrusy. It's pretty citrusy. Floral, not really too bitter. Floral and citrusy just gives it kind of a sour flavor. Now the sun's coming out. I got hair all over my tongue from all these dogs. Heat's like a 4 or 5 out of 10. I'd say this is just under a million, maybe 900,000 Scoville. Could be higher. Thankfully, at least for me, it's a mouth burn. Is this in focus? Probably just the sun. I'll just block it. It's a mouth burn. Now, if it was a throat burn, I'd probably be in a lot more pain. But for the mouth burn, it's almost like a habanero. It's actually a really pleasant burn. Wow, feels good. Now, I haven't burned in a while, but like, for it to start off that floral, man, that's such a good burn. It's like a a warmth, like a sting, like a habanero. It reminds me much of a habanero. But it's a really good burn. You know what? Maybe I will grow this just for powder, because this is how I want my sauces, my powders. I want them to burn like that. Sometimes when you have super hot, it's like you're sitting there, you're trying to eat your food, and if it's attacking your throat, I mean, it's almost a distraction from your dinner. You know, I want to enjoy the burn, and this is a mouth burn, much like a habanero or even a Tabasco or any frutescence. It's like it's got that constant bite on your tongue. It feels like your tongue's getting chewed up, but not so bad that it's, you know, panic mode. My eyes are watering, but I'm gonna be honest, that's from the sun in my eyes and then reflecting off of the wall here. But we can say it's the pepper if it makes y'all feel cool. But anyway, it's mostly the tongue burn, and then up here on my lip where I wipe my face. That doesn't really count, but I might have to take that back. Upfront flavor, by itself I wouldn't eat it raw, but the fact that I like how it burns, it stings just like a habanero or like a frutescence variety, and I like that feeling. So this is something I'm probably going to save these seeds, probably going to grow it, and it's probably something I'm going to focus specifically on dehydrating them, so they can either A, go into a powder, or B, I won't dehydrate them and I'll either ferment or not ferment and throw them into a sauce or salsa where I can use fruit. I personally love using pineapple and mango, either one or the other, in my sauces. And anytime I can bring I have a citrus pepper like this, whether it's floral or not is irrelevant, because once it gets cooked, it doesn't matter anymore. Floral only matters when you're eating raw pods. Let's get that out of the way, because if all the other flavors are positive, then that's going to come through in the cooking. The floral is not going to come through in the cooking. So yeah, it's real citrusy, and I would love to use that in a citrus or tropical based sauce, such as like a pineapple salsa. So I'll give you an example, quick recipe. I do this all the time. I'll get a yellow super hot or a few white super hots, anything that has a similar flavor profile, whether it's fruity and citrus or floral and citrus, as long as I got some citrus in there. And then I like getting yellow tomatoes. All right, yellow tomatoes, 1 to 5 super hots depending on how much you want. Pineapple, okay. White onion, about 2 to 4 garlic cloves, up to you. That hair on my hat. I like using lemon if I'm using mangoes, and I like using lime if I'm using pineapple. That's just me. So either one of those, one squeezed. Throw in some salt and just keep tweaking it. You can always add more salt. Remember that. You can't take away. And cilantro if you're into that. You toss all that. I use my tomatoes. I usually either use 2 big like beefsteak, or I'll use, if you go to like a farmer's market and you have those kind of like the blueberry containers, sometimes they sell yellow grape tomatoes, and I've used that, and it's fantastic. Just a whole thing of them. Or you can use 2 good sized yellow tomatoes. But make sure all the stuff gets roasted. I usually just use the oven to roast it, because I'm too lazy to go out to the grill. And I'll put it on the top right, broil, and I'll just hit it with high and just nuke that junk and just roast it. You gotta watch it because you'll burn it. Yeah, that makes pretty much top tier salsa every time. So that one's on the house. You're welcome. But other than that, outside of the floral, it's not too bad of a pepper. The burn makes it, really. I like that burn. It's a pleasant burn. It's not back at the throat, torched, or it's not like bouncing all over your migratory, bouncing all over your mouth. Just a nice burn. Anyway, that's all I got to say. So thanks for watching.